Hi everyone, you're right. Alan here once again. Yeah, just been down to town. I'm not. I didn't pull the camera out to do a video because the man are a bit iffy about people doing videos. Um, yeah, so I've decided to do it here instead. Well, went into town, had a walk round, and the town centre B&M bargains has started to be emptied. All the drinks, all the drinks at the back have all been gone. Have all gone. It's like they've basically turned round and moved that stock to where did it go to? Yeah, it went to White Birk, and some of it has gone to Asda, the area, and what doesn't get sold at the Blackburn Town Centre store is basically going to be redistributed to other B&M stores. So if you're in town and you do see B&M open, go in there and see if there's anything in there that you think you could get hold of, at a cheaper price. Yeah, it was quite busy in there, and it was, it's just one of those things that happen. What happens? Stores do close. Who's going to get it? We don't know. So that means there are two stores next to each other that are empty because the Greggs next door has gone. So what else is next to go? I've been hearing that what's it called? There's a nail place next door to it. Hopefully that might go, because really, I'll be gospel honest truth, nail bars are not that sort. They're not that sort. They don't really belong in the shopping centre. And there's like, if you go downstairs, there's the brow bar there next door to the post office. To be truthful, it doesn't belong there. Stuff like that should go in the market and keep them there, because that's the type of places they are. Yeah. Then it'll probably help fill Blackburn Market up a bit more. I've had a walk round Blackburn Market, and there are quite a lot of empty stalls. Which doesn't make the market look good. The reason why for that is that the stalls are so expensive. They give you, they turn around and give you the stall for half the original cost, so you can start up. But after that's gone, you might as well go and look somewhere else. You could actually buy a shop lease for that. You can get a shop lease for that, in some cases around Blackburn. There's quite a fair few. There's an empty shop on Darwin Street, of which you could put your business there for half the price of what the market charge is. But your major problem is down there. There's already a few down there. So, the beauty parlour things. There's all and the other thing is the amount of restaurants that are down there. If you have an eatery, you'd be going up against some of the better known eateries on Darwin Street if you moved there. But I'm definitely going to have see what this King's Castle's like. That's going to be one of the things I'm going to be looking at, and see what the food's like. Also, yeah, I understand the postal order is taking off again, so we'll see what happens with that. And there are rumours on St. Peter's Street that the restaurant on the corner, which was closed, might be getting new owners soon. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. And, you never know. They might even open the upstairs, because they could get a few more people upstairs, because it's open air. So you'll be able to, have your food outside if this situation was to restart again. But I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. What I am telling my friends to do is to, if you can, buy your stuff up, so that you're not having the problems of that are happening, because a lot of places have got empty shelves because they've got driver shortages. One of the things I suggest is a group of you club together and go to something like Costco, or even if you can, get a group of you together and go to like wholesalers or something. And because I'm sure if a group of you went along to a wholesalers and said X, Y, Z would like to buy X, Y, Z in X, Y quantities, they might turn around and say okay, and do it that way. But things are very peculiar at the moment, and folks, be ready for what's going to come next, because it ain't going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice at all. My friend Mr. Farage has been on the TV this week on GB News. He has a show 3 times a week now. So people go and have a look at his show and see what you think. And you might not agree with the views that he has, but I'm watching that now more than anything else, because I don't like the way the people at the BBC are treating people, especially the over 75s. Because pardon my French, they're being right bastards to them. You know, giving them something in one hand and then taking it away. Not good. Mr. Farage, back to Mr. Farage. Yeah. What are we paying the French for? Well, nothing really. It's Priti Patel is who's basically the problem. She turned round and gave the French government so many million for them to patrol the beaches and everything to make sure these people don't get in the boats in the first place. It's like as if we're turning round and paying them to send them, you know. So I think it's about time the government and Mr. Boris Johnson, got their ideas sorted out, you know. It's not good. Not good at all. As a matter of fact, I think we shouldn't pay them anything due to the numbers that they're sending across. And also, folks, I think it's time for us to turn around and boycott French products. And turn around and boycott French products, and because the only way to hit them is hit them in their pocket. And if we can turn around and say to the French, we don't want your crap anymore, you know. And that's the way to do it. Instead of buying French wine, there are quite a few vineyards in this country that can make wine just as good or even better than what the French can. And and just buy our stuff from somewhere else. You know, you can hit them that way. And maybe we can send a message to Mr. Macron that we're not putting up with it. And hopefully the boats will stop. But I very much doubt it. Also, it's time to go to the surgery of your MP and tell them that, excuse me, but I don't like this situation that we're sending millions and millions of pounds to the EU still via the French. It's about time something was done. And the thing is, I don't want to go back with we don't want to go back with the EU, because I reckon we'll be better off without them, you know. So that's the part that he did get right, but there's still niggly problems still about. But we're going to have to get them sorted out sooner or later. And the Spanish are having a go at us about Gibraltar again. Well, I'm sorry, Spain. Well, if push comes to shove, just drop a bomb on them. Send a couple of shells into Spain. There's a couple of there's a couple of destroyers there, ain't there? We do have a naval base there, don't we? Well, get the ships to turn the guns round and fire a few shells into Spain. That might shut them up. And make sure it hits something. Make sure it hits something vital. Make sure it hits something vital, and then it might make the Spanish wake up. And the other thing is, they they were talking about Britons coming to their country and this, that, and the other. Well, it's you know, they want our money, you know, and this, that, and the other. Britons, turn round, open your eyes a little bit, open your eyes up a lot, and boycott mainland Spain, because you know, Gibraltar. Well, yeah, it might be something that we should look at a bit more closely, because really, I think a few shells fired into Spain should, you know, wake them up a little bit, and you know, it'll bring them to the table. What the hell did you do that for? Well, you were asking something about Gibraltar, and you know, you tried to, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, that's our answer. And if you carry on, you'll get more of the same. You know, it's time to turn the guns on them. You know, and fire a few shells into Spain, and get one of the warships to do it, and it'll make the Spanish and French governments think again. Maybe one or two shells landing in France. You know, I know we liberated that place, but the thing is, it's time that they sort of, you know, recognised more that what we did for them, because if it weren't for us, they'll be singing Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil. And, you know, they'll all be speaking German if it weren't for us. So they've got to remember that, you know. So, you know, they owe us a big debt, and that debt hasn't been repaid. So, you know, same with Belgium. They owe us, you know, and Germany itself. Germany itself has got a dark past, and a lot of Germans, you know, are still, you know, they're in denial. They said, "Oh, it didn't happen." Well, sorry guys, but it did. So, and there are still things like that hanging around in Germany, you know. So it's time to do boycott of stuff, and make these European countries wake up, and basically sometimes fire a few live rounds at them, and that should basically make them wake up a bit, and all that and this, that, and the other, and they'll probably stop doing what they're doing. Even basically point it at the EU bureaucrats and stuff. Maybe, you know, do some stuff. We should do some stuff to really make them upset. Well, I'm going to bugger off now, and hope everybody has a what remains of today really nice. So I'm going to bugger off, and I'm going to go and have something to drink now. I'm going to have a nice bottle of Pepsi Max, and I'll most probably be up on tomorrow with another vlog. I might have a walk round town. I might even have a walk up to Whiteback. I don't know. See what happens. So it's bye for now. 3, 2, 1, click.